Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Shadow Clan Den. Today it is both Shadow Riven and Shadowfang for a double presentation. Today we are doing our top 10 Christmas movies.
We were going to do songs, but we couldn't agree on songs, so we decided to go with movies instead.
And number 10 is Rudolph. Yep, good old classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from way back when both of us were kids. For me, it was actually a staple in our house every year. I'm not so sure about you. I don't really think you like it as much, but
yeah, we didn't watch Rudolph or Frosty really. I mean, we watched it when it came on. It wasn't a staple. Mark, on the other hand, my brother went, he's a Frosty fanatic. But yeah.
Yeah, but for us in our household, from what I remember, we used to watch Rudolph at least 2-3 times a year. It's one of those animated movies that I kind of grew up with. I still kind of like the story. I mean, I go back and I watch it now, and yeah, it's still it's kind of cheesy, but it's still one of those classic holiday films that I actually had to convince him to let me buy it when I finally found it at Walmart. I think it was late last year.
The year before.
And
I think it was last year.
Yeah, I think it was too, because it was right around Christmas time.
Yeah.
But I bought it, and I rewatched it, and I was like, oh, this is so cheesy. I don't care. It's still a good movie.
Now, this is one I grew up with. This is one that me and my dad used to watch multiple times every year, especially on Christmas Eve. We'd watch this thing 3 or 4 times. Until his wife made us shut it off. But anyway, Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon. How can you not have Christmas without this movie?
I will say I did for several years.
This is one of the funniest, not just holiday movies. To me, this is one of the funniest overall movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It still makes me laugh, and I've been watching this thing for 20 years. I love this movie. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be chasing that dad that wants to do everything for the holiday and try and make it perfect, goes overboard and everything goes wrong. But it's just, that's what I grew up with. At least one of them, I love it. Can't have Christmas without Christmas like this.
Number 8 is Home Alone, and this one I actually haven't seen this one in years. This one was kind of an off and on thing for my family. We did watch it every now and then, but for us, this one was one of those that was more year round. The reason this one's on the list is because it takes place at Christmas time, so technically we qualify it as a Christmas movie in our book. I think it's just freaking hilarious.
Oh, me too. Once again, this is another one me and my dad used to. Me and my dad love the physical comedy stuff, so yeah, this fits right in there with Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the ones that I actually liked. I mean, we didn't watch it much in our house, but it's a fun movie, and if you ever really want to laugh, it's definitely one of those good ones.
Yeah, the first original was the best one. I think they made 4 of them total.
First 3 are good. The second one wasn't bad.
I haven't seen the fourth one.
I haven't seen the third one.
Third one's fruity.
I've seen the first and second one. I've seen
the third one's awesome. It's a different boy, but it's freaking awesome. It's funny.
Oh no, wait, I have seen that one.
Where he's homesick.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I have seen the first 3.
Third one's freaking awesome.
I still think the first one's probably my favorite.
Yeah, first one's definitely the best. But number 8 is number 7. Okay, the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Now we only went with the first one on here because second one's tolerable. Third one was downright trash.
Well, that's his opinion, because personally for me, it's actually reversed. I don't really like the second one, but I love the third one. I like the third one. What can I say? Maybe it's just because it's a Jack Frost character. Maybe it's just because Jack Frost. I mean,
yeah, but it's played by what's his face.
I don't really care.
Stand that actor.
Well,
I like my dad. Well, my dad didn't like that actor, and I don't either.
Well, to me, I liked the whole premise of the third movie. Either way, it's just the first one for this one, because that's the only one we actually agree on. Plus, it was the first of the series.
First one's awesome.
Yeah, definitely one of our favorites. I don't remember how old I was when this came out, but it's definitely. I think the main reason I like it is just because it's kind of a different twist on the classic. The classic Santa story. I love the fact that it actually makes it so it's a real person who
become Santa Claus.
Yeah. beasting.
One of the best lines in the whole
Oh
movie.
man, it was a big bee. Oh yeah,
boy.
and that one's actually for physical comedy. It's not as much,
But it is funny. It's got Tim
funny.
Allen in it for
Yeah.
crying out loud, so it's
So
gonna be funny.
if you like Tim Allen and you haven't seen this, go
If
watch
you
the
haven't
first
seen
one
it,
at
there's
the
something
very
wrong with
least.
you. Go see it.
It's a really good
Very
movie.
funny.
Number 6 is Miracle on 34th Street, and we're going with the 1994 version. I haven't
Yeah.
seen any of the older versions. The
I
1994
tried
version is the
watching
only
the
one I've
original.
seen.
I fell asleep.
But the 1994 version, I think I've only seen this movie once.
I just don't. Actually, I got this for my birthday. Birthday or Christmas present that same year.
Yeah, because
I think it was birthday. I think it came out early November on
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
I've only seen this one once. And I wasn't even, it's like, for me, I'm not really too fond of, for the most part, I'm not really a Christmas movie fanatic. But this one had me sold. I mean, I loved this one. This
That's
was
a good movie.
just the concept that Santa himself is working at a department store.
Yeah.
It's so wild and kind of out there, but it's so cool.
Oh, then Matilda played the little girl that
Yeah, Mara
he
Wilson.
has to try and.
Yeah, I freaking love Mara Wilson. She's amazing.
She's a bad day at acting. I miss
Yeah,
her.
she does. She's, well,
I know she's a young
not
woman
too-
now, but dang it.
Either way, yeah, she's still a fabulous actor.
She's awesome.
Freaking amazing. So definitely the 1994 version, as far as I know, is probably the easiest one to watch. As I said, I haven't seen any of the other versions. I recommend this particular
Yes.
one though. I recommend the
Stick with
94 version.
1994 version.
But it
I
is,
liked older movies. Don't get me wrong, but the original the original Miracle on 34th Street and It's a Wonderful Life. I can't even make. No, I can't do it.
yeah. Number 5.
This is a good one.
Number 5 is the Miser Brothers Christmas.
I love this one.
This one is so funny. I mean, I love the idea of two brothers who are literally polar opposites of each other, and they're constantly waging war with. I love it. I love it.
Told. It's just
Exactly.
that ultimate dynamic of which one's better.
And technically they're equal, but they, for some strange reason, they can't seem to come to this conclusion.
And we don't have the original one, I don't think. I think we have the remake.
Yeah,
I think the
either
original
way, I
one
mean-
was the year without Santa Claus that came out in the 50s.
Either way, I mean, it's the one we have is a good one.
That's a good one.
But super cute, definitely funny. Definitely, it's worth keeping around.
Yeah.
Just for the comedy.
Oh, it's a good movie. It's a
It
good
is,
one.
it's-
I like how they're children of Mother Nature, too. I think that was kind of a cool aspect of the film.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting one. North Wind though.
Yeah. All right, number 4. This is another one that I grew up on. Once again, me and my dad. My mom, I don't think, watched this one much. I really don't think she likes this one. But once again, my dad loved Christmas. I love Christmas. So me and my dad just do a lot of this stuff. This is Prancer. It's kind of one of those that's kind of... A lot of people don't really know about Prancer, which really kind of surprises me.
See, I didn't think I would like it. I actually didn't see it until last year, and I loved it.
But it's it's kind of a sad Christmas movie, and the ending is freaking awesome. The ending makes it all worth watching.
It makes all the drama and pain throughout the rest of the movie.
It
worth
is kind of a tough watch. Sam Elliott is the dad, fabulous actor,
Yep.
one of my favorite actors, and he is a little bit of a dick throughout. Well, he's not. He's trying to do what's best for his family, but he doesn't have any money.
Yeah.
And so the stress of that kind of comes off as him being a dick to his daughter, but he's only trying to do what's best for his daughter. She runs into this reindeer. She names it Prancer, and it actually turns out to be Prancer because all this little Christmas magic starts happening while Prancer's in the barn. It's just
It's so cute.
it's great.
It's
movie.
adorable.
We need to find it and buy it. I love this movie.
Yeah, because I think we had to rent it on...
No, it was on TV last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, definitely worth it. If you
Very
can
good
find
movie.
it,
Yeah,
go get
if
it.
you can find it. It's hard to find. It was made in '88, I think. And it's a hard movie to find, but if you can find it, it's such a good watch.
No, for a second, now I'm going to date myself right here. Prancer is as old as I am.
I think so.
So
it's-
if it was
late
made
80s,
in,
early 90s.
if it was made in '88, it is as old as I am.
Yeah, good movie.
And I think it is because I think I remember making a comment about
I
that.
think it was. I think it's 3 years. Yeah, I think I was 3 years old. So yep.
Oh, he just dated himself too.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm 30. Big deal.
Number 3. Oh man, when I first heard about this one and such, I thought I was going to hate this movie.
This came out when I was 14.
I went to see this in theaters. I thought I was going to hate it. The rest of my family was like, "Oh, we're going to love it." It came out. I had loved this one, and everybody else was kind of neutral.
I love this one because of that.
Number 3 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey.
The live action one.
The live action one. Oh my gosh. The main reason I love this one is because it takes the original story of the Grinch, but it adds in a backstory and then more reason. So it adds in the Grinch's backstory, which I freaking love. This is a reason
why the Grinch hates Christmas.
And then it also gives you a reason to really like the character, not just because he changes, but it's also kind of nice to see that change, that little bit of progression.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that one of the Who's, the one that was actually mentioned in the book, Cindy Lou Who, I'm thrilled that she was actually kind of a more predominant figure in this movie.
She's probably the main second character, I
think so. I think she is. And then another reason is the song in the movie, Where Are You Christmas? I love that. I would actually dare to say that's probably my favorite Christmas song. If it's not, it is in my top 3. And I'm not really one for Christmas music. Working in retail kind of killed that for me. I apologize.
You need to get over that.
I'm working on it eventually.
Yeah.
Number 2.
This is one of my favorite. I think I made Mom take me to the theater when this came out.
I didn't, once again...
Because I think I was still at home. I think I was kind of making the transition of being at home and being on my own, I think, when this one came out. I love this movie. The Polar Express. This is probably... maybe my favorite. It's a toss-up between a couple other. But this movie is so awesome. Polar Express with Tom Hanks.
And it's Shadow Scream's favorite Christmas movie, too, we have discovered.
Alan loves it.
Yeah, I mean...
The animation, it's filmed the same way as our number 1 movie. Mm-hmm. But this one came out...
a little bit earlier,
I think. 2 years before. Yeah.
Either way, it's freaking amazing.
One actor plays several roles. I love that type of animation. They need to make more movies with it. Tom Hanks does a fabulous job. He plays the boy, the conductor, the ghost, Santa Claus, Mr. Know-It-All Kid. He plays one more character. Sure? Yeah, he plays 6 characters in that movie.
Are you sure the Know-It-All Kid's one of them? Because I could have sworn that was the same.
I'm pretty sure that's Tom. I mean, I think he plays the dad, too.
I think it is, but either way.
But yeah, awesome movie. As if you're growing up, if you're about our age, you probably grew up reading The Polar Express. Now, I can't memorize a lot of the book. I want to actually find it. I want to compare it to the movie. But either way,
it's pretty close. It's pretty close from my memory.
I think
a little bit
the
more
way they brought that book to life, even if it's not 100% true to the story, I think by adding to it, by making it longer in movie version,
they improved it.
Just a smidge, but fabulous movie. I love it.
Yeah,
the music, the visuals.
The music. Oh, definitely.
Very good movie.
And our number 1, and it was actually a very close toss-up between number 2 and this one.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol.
The Disney version that came out a few years ago.
Yeah, it's also stop motion. It's also the
stop motion. Mocap.
Mocap is what it is. It's also mocap, just like Polar Express. It's also mocap, just like the Polar Express. I actually never read the book. I will admit this.
I haven't read the book, but I've listened to the book on
tape.
Audio tape.
Yeah, on tape. Yep, on tape, not CD.
Yeah.
Tape. Back when they were actually useful.
I do want to get some books on CD though.
All right. But Christmas Carol is definitely my favorite Christmas movie.
Probably the best, except for the actual meaning of Christmas, the birth of Christ. The Christmas Carol is probably the best story for the holiday.
Yeah, the overall family.
Probably the best
Christmas movie, I guess.
Christmas story and the best well-known premise for Christmas is the Christmas Carol.
Plus, Jim Carrey rocked it. I mean, he really did.
Awesome.
The one we actually have this one on DVD, which I'm grateful for. It's really fun to not just watch the movie itself, but to go and watch all the stuff, all the behind-the-scenes stuff because Jim Carrey is freaking hilarious when you're watching him doing all this motion capture stuff. And
What's
it's
the part where it's holding onto that thing?
for the cone. Oh man,
Yeah,
and it's just it's fun to see. It's I mean I like
Funny.
watching behind the scenes stuff, but for this one the movie alone is worth it. It's
Oh,
just
so good.
incredible. The way that they really bring the book to life is just amazing.
Especially the traveling parts. I think their best traveling sequence with the first Ghost, where it actually shows you going through time and space and going back.
Yeah, that was really
That
cool.
was very well done.
And then the third ghost was definitely creepy.
I'm fired.
Oh man, I think that might be the best line. I think that might be the best line of the whole movie. Is
Oh my
just the high pitched
God.
helium. You're fired.
So funny.
Oh
Freaking
man,
awesome.
definitely worth it. If you don't like Jim Carrey, I'm not sure what to tell you because you might like it, you might not. That one's really kind of a toss up when
I
it
still
comes down
think
to
you
it.
lied to him if you don't like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, but you
And
know
he really pulled off.
he did. he
Because that's
he
one
did.
reason that we almost didn't. Because I saw this. It's one of my birthdays. Me, my mom, and my dad went out and saw it because it came out on my birthday,
Oh,
November
nice.
24th. And we actually went and we actually debated whether we should go see it because we weren't sure if Jim Carrey to play Scrooge.
Oh, he
And
did
that's
it.
the most. And I'm sorry, Michael Caine is still the best Scrooge. So
Well, you
that's
know.
from Muppet Christmas Carol. We haven't seen it. But
haven't.
anyway, but Jim Carrey pulled off the Scrooge very well. Very
Yes.
good job. Very good job.
I was very impressed. I love that movie. It's so amazing. But
So yeah, honorable mentions. Muppet Christmas Carol. If you can find it, watch it. It's very well done. And of course, also Mickey's Christmas Carol, which is
cute.
it's
It
really
is.
short, but it's good. You know, Mickey is Bob Cratchit, McDuck is Scrooge.
Actually, I think that
Should have made
I think
Donald
that-
Scrooge,
Yeah,
in my
well,
opinion.
Personally, I actually would have to say for an honorable mention, I think Mickey's Christmas Carol is great for younger kids
Yes.
because of its length. It's a lot shorter, which means that it caters a little bit more to their shorter attention
And
spans.
it's not quite so creepy, especially with the final.
Yeah.
I think the whole movie is maybe just over a half hour in total time. It's not very long. It's not very long at all.
38, 39 minutes, somewhere there. I don't, not 100% sure. But
It's not very long.
but that is our list.
And Jane all the way if you want a good comedy. I liked it, she doesn't.
Yeah,
But anyway, that's our top 10 movie list. So,
and because of the holidays and such, we probably won't be uploading on our regular schedule. I'm actually not sure if we're going to be able to get any uploads in at all up until after the first of the year. We're still debating, so hopefully we can get some uploads in. If not, then we will see you next
yeah,
year.
we'll try and get what we can in before the 24th at least. So, you might see us on Saturday and then maybe next Wednesday, and then I'll probably going to be it at least till,
the end of the year.
yeah.
So, but
So, we'll try and get 2 more up before Christmas. And then, like I said, starting this year, I might have my own channel too to kind of go with this one. I'll be doing something different. So,
all right. That is it for today. Happy hunting, everyone.
see you later.